So I think add depth's good because we really don't know who Ohio State's quarterback's going to be.
Yeah, I think he's
They'll
going to be add depth.
probably switch a lot throughout the year, I'd imagine.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to You Don't Know Ball podcast. I'm your host, Isaac.
And I'm Jack.
And I'm Alex.
And we are coming back to you for episode 8. 8 episodes in. We're building on these episodes. We're getting high, almost to double digits here now. So
last one until college football 25.
Yeah. Last one until college football 25. Holy cow. 11-year wait is finally going to be gone. And, before we start the episode off, got some breaking news. Ollie Gordon not getting suspended.
Hell yeah. Get this man a beer.
Keep that man in the Heisman contenders.
DUI.
Mike Gundy saying that he's done that. Yeah, I've done that thousands of times. He just said like he drove home drunk thousands of times in his career, dude.
Yeah, his punishment's going to be carrying the ball 50 times in the first game.
Heck yeah. That just helps us out.
That sounds terrible.
That sounds good to me.
That sounds terrible, Coach. I would hate to do that. All right.
So basically, we all just need to have a celebratory beer for Ollie.
Yeah, cheers. Moving on from that subject, let's get into our episode. But before we start off with anything, we'll start off with Weddle.
Heck yeah. Gotta keep the streak up.
Became a little tradition here, so.
What, are we on a 7 or a 6?
We're on 7. Yes, if we get it today, it's 7.
Okay.
So, who's our first guest?
Rondell Moore.
Okay. All right, gotta start with him. All right, well, he's a receiver.
Hey, I got something.
You got something there.
Amon-Ra.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Is
Amon-Ra younger than Moore?
If it's not Amon-Ra.
We need a young guy.
Amon-Ra's younger than Moore.
All right, go Amon-Ra.
Yeah, he is.
I guess we'll see. No, he's not.
Dang, he's young. He's the same age. But we got his height.
NFC.
What's Philly in? Philly's NFC East, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Go AJ Brown.
Is AJ Brown 6 foot? He's 6 foot 1, isn't he?
What's Devontae Smith?
He might be 6 foot.
How do you spell his name? Let's do his last name.
There it is.
All right. So is it Terry McLaurin?
Oh yeah, I bet it is.
Terry McLaurin's not 6 foot. Terry McLaurin's a little guy.
Let's try it, Isaac. We have guesses.
Dog, he's a little guy.
He's still 6 foot.
No way.
Who else is in there?
Cowboys and the Giants are in this.
Try.
Cooks. No, it's gonna be a young guy. It's gotta be a young guy.
Try. Is it Lamb?
No, Lamb's not 6 foot. He's 6 foot 2 or 1.
Yeah, and he's 88 too.
Yeah,
with the number.
Oh yeah, I didn't think of the number.
What's the other team in the NFC East?
Giants and Cowboys.
Giants?
Yeah.
Is it Hyatt?
No way.
I think we should try a Giants receiver.
Ain't no way. He's on the Giants.
Is it Odell?
Who's on the Giants? Think of receivers on the Giants.
Dude, I hate the Giants.
Dude, I don't know. I think I'll get Soul on the Giants.
So it's not high. Is it the new kid?
Is it Malik Neighbors?
The neighbors.
Hey, there we go.
Got him. I was skeptical of putting Malik Neighbors since he's a rookie, but it makes sense now. Good pick, Alex. Good rip, Alex. Good rip.
Thank God I got that one.
By the grace of God, we got it. But good pull there. I like it. All right, so let's get back to another tradition. We kind of put the clip of the week a little later in the episode last time, so let's get back to doing it earlier in the episode. We're back to Alex since I did myself last. My clip was last week, so let's get to Alex's clip. He said he's gonna stop being so scared of being biased. He's gonna start showing stuff he wants to show. So, what's your clip, Alex?
So my clip for all the listeners out there who can't see it is let me just picture this for you. It's 4th and goal on January 1st. Michigan and Alabama are in overtime. Michigan just scored. Alabama's on the 3-yard line. It's make or break for Michigan. One stop goes to Texas. And let's play this clip. Let's play it. I'll be a play-by-play. Milrow in the shotgun. Man in motion. Low snap. Milrow stopped. And Michigan wins the game. Yep, that's it.
QB draw, dude. That's how you know Nick Saban's never played Madden.
That's
You
how
know who called that play?
Tommy Rees really messed that up for Bama. I feel bad,
Jeez.
but it was good
Never
to see.
played Madden, dude. QB draw never works.
Never.
Yep.
It was good to see
So
that
that's why.
Tommy Rees was hurting other teams other than Notre Dame because that dude sucked when he was a play caller at Notre Dame.
Yeah. The reason I picked that clip is because that game meant a lot to me that day, and Isaac was there to experience it, and that was a pretty cool game.
That was definitely an emotional game for Alex.
Witnessing.
That was the national championship in my eyes.
That it was.
Yeah,
for me
because
too.
the national championship the next week was a cakewalk.
Yeah, dogged them.
I was so happy we beat Alabama, and we sent Nick Saban to retirement. But it doesn't really matter because he has like 7 college football championships. We do our whatever, but
You're one in the last
yeah,
30 years.
we sent him packing. That guy lost to JJ McCarthy.
Saban rage quitting.
I quit because of NIL.
Like, I'm done.
No, he quit because of JJ McCarthy, the handoff merchant.
All right, whatever, bro. All right, Alex, great clip. I remember watching that game, and it was definitely probably one of the best ones I've seen. So it's up there. I think that was the best game this entire season. So
Yeah, that was a fun game to watch.
yep.
Yeah, that one and Michigan State was my favorite.
Okay. Well,
Michigan State was so
49 to
dumb,
nothing.
dude. Michigan
That
whooped
was
them.
that's the point.
That's a cakewalk,
All right.
bro. It's not
I know,
fun to
done
watch.
with Michigan State. Done with Michigan State till later. Got a player in here. So we may have been hinging towards this with our Instagram post and last week, but we're gonna do the most impactful transfers for this upcoming season, but also looking forward into the team's future. Because there's a couple guys in here that are freshmen, and they might not have an impact now, but they will certainly have one in the future. So, for our
We hope.
I mean, we're putting them in here because we think they're going to be good.
So do other programs.
So, all right. First player on our list is Caleb Downs from Alabama. He transferred into Ohio State.
The Dowell.
Who wants to start with this guy? Who wants to start? Oh, Alex wants to start for Ohio
Go
State
ahead.
guy.
Yeah, let's just get it over
Wait,
with.
let me say this real quick. We have our categories are most impactful, difference maker, adds depth, and for the future. All right, go ahead, Alex.
This guy's gonna be, whether I like it or not, most impactful. He's a freshman All-American. He's just good. He's just an awesome player, and Ohio State's lucky to have him. So that's all I have to say about him.
Yeah, definitely. Caleb Downs is one of the best safeties last season as a freshman. I mean, there's a couple of plays. I think he even returned punts for Alabama last year too,
Mhm.
and he had a couple punt returns in there too. So this guy is making a difference maker on special teams and defense. And now there's even reports of him playing running back while he's there. So this is definitely I think one of the most impactful transfers that happened this season in my books. So I can't wait. I mean, I don't want to see that team succeed, but it'll be exciting to see what he can do with the Buckeyes this season. As a college football fan,
Yeah, no, I mean, Caleb Downs is probably top 3 on this list of transfers here. Last year, he had 107 tackles, 70 solo, and 37 assists. So, I mean, he's really good as a freshman. Barring he doesn't get injured, he'll go to the draft soon.
yep, he's
Gonna be a first round pick.
future NFL guy right there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, moving on from Caleb Downs. There's not much to say about him because we all know what he's all about. So, moving on, next guy, Walter Nolan. I think he transferred it from Texas A&M to Ole Miss. Pretty big D-line transfer for Ole Miss this season since one of the things Lane Kiffin wanted to focus on was adding size because there was there was an interview that he was talking about how they were playing Georgia and the size differential between Ole Miss and Georgia was just crazy, and it showed on the scoreboard. So I think Lane Kiffin started attacking the transfer portal, and this is one of the guys he wanted to get because this guy's a dude. Jack, do you have his stats up in front of you or?
Yeah. 2022, he had 29 total tackles, 17 solo, 12 assists, 1 sack, 1 forced fumble, 1 fumble recovery. Last year, he had 37 with 20 solo, 17 assists, and 4 sacks.
Yeah, this guy wreaks havoc on the defensive line for Texas A&M, but now he plays for Ole Miss. So this is a big transfer to the Rebels. I'm gonna do difference maker because I don't think he was the most impactful transfer we saw this offseason, but I think he's gonna be a pretty big difference maker for the Rebels. So I'm putting him there.
Yeah, I like difference maker. I feel like it's hard to be the most impactful as a D lineman because unless you're like a crazy edge rusher. But I mean, a D lineman's not going to be getting a crazy amount of tackles. They're just blocking up the lanes there. So I think he can go in difference maker.
Yep. Alex?
Yeah, I think this is a difference maker. I don't know too much about him, so I'm gonna take your guys' word for it and roll with it.
All right. So Walter Nolan, difference maker. Next guy, Julian Sayin, freshman quarterback from Alabama who recently just transferred to Ohio State. You're gonna be hearing Ohio State and Ole Miss. No, maybe not Ole Miss because we don't have many other transfers in this list, but you'll hear Ohio State a little bit. He was a freshman at Alabama and he transferred to Ohio State. He was a 5-star, I think. There's some reports about him in the competing job starting competition in Ohio State with Will Howard, who's also on this list, and we'll get to him later. But I think Julian is for the future. I don't think he gets too much playing time. I know he threw like 2 or 3 or 4 interceptions in the spring game this last year. I think he's a raw talent, needs some time to develop, get him more comfortable in the system. I feel like his best chance of starting is next year, this at the soonest. Maybe the year after is his latest, but I'm putting him in for the future.
Yeah, I like that. He's going into his freshman year, so he hasn't even played a college snap
Oh,
yet.
because he was redshirted, right?
No, he just finished up high school. Because 23-24 was his last, was his senior year of high school.
So was he just on Alabama's roster?
Yeah, I think he's just a commit.
Oh.
He
So
probably
who reported him as a transfer? That's what I want to know.
Well, I looked it up I'm pretty sure. Here, let me look it up. I'll show you.
I got his max preps up, bro. 23-24.
Max
Senior year.
preps. Former Alabama quarterback Julian Sayin to transfer to Ohio State. Right here.
He doesn't have any stats for 23 though.
Well, yeah, because he was the
Probably
backup to
because he didn't
Jalen
play.
Milroe.
Bro, no, he wasn't because his stats right here, 23-24. Go look his max preps.
Sayin
Right
has experience with Ohio State staff. Blah 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 blah. Blah, blah,
Nothing
blah.
about Alabama.
He was on Alabama's roster, Jack. I'm
There's
telling
no
you.
way. Dude, I'm looking at his senior year of high school, 23-24. He had
Transfer.
He had 2,300 passing
Transfer.
yards.
This dude's a transfer.
Oh, then why does he have high school stats?
What quarterback
At
transferred to
23, 24.
Ohio State? Julian Sand from Alabama.
Go to Ohio State's roster.
Bro, go on his max preps right now.
I don't know. Why does this guy have so much? He's not
I'm
even.
telling you. I'm telling you.
Unless
this
there's another
dude-
Julian Sand
this
who threw for
guy-
8,000 yards in high school.
I'm telling you, Julian Sand is a transfer.
He's not a transfer, dude.
Dude, I'm telling you,
There's
he
no
is.
way. Why would he have senior year stats for 23, 24?
Look. He's going to be a freshman. He was redshirted.
Okay, so how did he play high school last year?
He didn't play high school last year.
Go look at his max preps.
Dude, he did not play high school last year.
Pull up his max preps right now.
Well, we're gonna get his. Don't worry, we're gonna get his. We'll get his bio right here soon if it ever loads. Okay.
I have it all right here.
Well, this is Ohio State's official roster, full bio. Let's get that.
Yeah, he's probably on the roster now. He just got to Ohio State. He just graduated.
No, he did not.
Year, freshman.
Ohio State overview.
Year,
Originally
freshman.
signed with Alabama as
Go
a high
up.
school senior in December of 2023, then transferred to Ohio State in January 24. Yes, so he's a freshman.
Yeah.
So he was in the
This year.
spring. In the spring,
He was in the
with
spring.
Alabama, and he transferred to Ohio State.
Max preps don't lie, dude.
This is
Neither
Ohio
does
State's
probably
roster.
this is the official roster.
That
Well, he's the
That-
number one player in California.
Why are we arguing about this guy? He's not going to
Whatever.
play.
He's not gonna play. He's a for the future pick.
Here, I'll go. This guy's not going to play. I think that dude, who's the other quarterback that's on Ohio State?
Will Howard.
Will Howard and Aaron
He's on
Nolan
this
are better
list.
than him.
Yep. Well, so you see for the future, Alex?
I don't know. He could probably not even play at that.
Well, you and me
Oh,
said
I
for
care.
the future. Just put him in. We'll go on to judgment.
For the future. Everybody
Yeah,
just
for
got
the
a four.
future.
Our audience just got a 4 or 5 minute conversation about us just talking about Julian Zane, and he's not even gonna play next year. So
Watch him win the starting job and just tear it up.
if he wins the Heisman, you heard it here first.
And he was a transfer.
Okay. Let's move on to a
Judkins,
guy that actually played last year.
most impactful. Dude's gonna be crazy.
Dude, it's gonna be
1,500
nuts.
yards rushing, and then 1,200 last year. Enough
Just-
said. We've
yeah.
talked about this guy plenty of times.
Yep. As a previous episode, he was one of our Heisman contenders, and he has to have a great season. So this dude is going to be a huge impact to the Ohio State Buckeyes backfield. They got Travion Henderson back there too. That's a 1-2 punch in itself, and they're going to have
And
Caleb
Caleb
Downs.
Downs.
That's a 1-2-3.
Yeah.
So I think it's one of the more impactful transfers we saw this offseason.
Mm-hmm.
Alex, give us your opinion.
Next question.
Two Ohio State guys, and Alex can't bring himself to
He's
say
like,
something.
yeah, we've talked about this guy enough. I
I
hate
feel like this entire podcast we've been talking about Ohio State. Did we just move on?
Well, we
Yeah,
got 3
because they
players
got
on here.
dogs coming to their school now.
Yeah. All
They've
right.
had
So
dogs
Jim
going to their schools
Because Jim
forever.
Harbaugh left us. That's
Marcus
the reason.
Freeman.
That's the
Let
reason.
Marcus
you
cook.
know.
Hey, it's all right. Sharon Moore's gonna beat him.
Yeah, but Sharon Moore is not going to get as many people without Jim Harbaugh.
What do you mean? Have you seen
We're
the
not talking
recruiting
about
class
Michigan
lately?
football.
Their
We're gonna
transfer
save
class
that.
ain't that great.
All right. We're moving on. Caden
Give
Proctor.
him a minute.
Caden
Hayden
Proctor.
Proctor.
This dude had the most wild transfer, I think, story this past offseason. He was
Is this
played at
Iowa?
Alabama last season, transferred to Iowa during the offseason, and then transferred back to Alabama. So,
Dude just wanted to go home.
dude just was like, yeah, this ain't it. He saw
He's
Iowa's
from
offense.
Iowa.
He
Dude
saw
looked-
Iowa's offense. He said, this ain't it.
Yeah, dude looked at dude took one took
like,
went and looked at their
McNamara?
playbook.
Took
Dude,
one
look
good
good.
look at Kane McNamara
All right.
and left.
All right, here's your playbook. All right, here we go. Why is it only one page and why is it HB dive?
Why are we running the ball at my hip every play?
They got 2 plays. It's halfback dive, play action pass. So, Cannon Proctor, I feel like adds depth. I don't know.
He was a starter, I think.
He
wasn't
was pretty solid for Bama that last game. I mean,
Yeah.
I know I took Bama in a previous episode as like my O line, but I'm gonna say I'm gonna put on a difference maker because Alabama. I don't know who else is on that Alabama line right now. So I'm
bunch of
gonna put on
young
a difference
guys, that's
maker.
for sure.
Yeah,
They're gonna be good in the
Yeah.
future.
I feel like he's a difference maker just because of his age and how long he's played, and he's a good lineman.
I agree to that. All right.
And he said, "I ain't Tristan Wirfs. I ain't staying in no Iowa."
Yeah. Oh my god.
All right. Next guy, Isaiah Bond.
Most impactful.
You think Isaiah
You
Bond?
think so?
I'll let him cook. I'll let you cook, Alex. Cook.
I think that he's a good weapon for Quentin Ewers. I think that he's gonna do well in the offense. So I mean that's a speed offense, and he has a lot of it. So if he can just get separations from the corners and safeties, I don't think. Well, obviously you wouldn't have any issues if you got that done, but I think he's gonna be pretty good.
If he could just get open and catch that ball in the end
Yeah,
zone.
if he just score a touchdown almost every play, then he'll be like a Heisman contender.
If he just caught a touchdown every time he touched the ball, he'd be the best receiver in America.
Wow, what a take! Cool, good job, Alex. You used your brain for once.
No, I think going off what you said, Alex, I think Isaiah Bond's a great addition for Texas, but I don't think he's one of the most impactful we've seen this offseason. I don't think he's to the level of what Caleb Downs and Quinton Junkins were. So I'm going to put him at difference maker just because of what we saw him do at Alabama. He had that stupid catch against Auburn to win the game,
Yeah, I was just thinking
which
of that.
was just ridiculous. And he built a pretty good season before that game, so he had some decent stats. So I'm putting him at difference maker.
Yeah, but I only said most impactful because of Xavier Worthy leaving. So having another experienced receiver in that group at Texas, I think would help a little bit.
Yeah, they're good take. It's a good take. I agree with
I
that.
don't know. I like where Alex is swaying me because I'm looking this guy's stats. I mean, he averaged 14 yards a catch last year and 13 before that, and without a Donnie Mitchell and Xavier Worthy at Texas, I think he could be
Impactful.
very,
Yeah,
very
Mitchell-
productive
Mitchell
player.
makes me
So I'd say most impactful.
All right,
Alex, you convinced me that this guy can get out of the safeties and cornerbacks' ways, and just get open and catch that pitch.
Just get open
pigskin.
every play. You'll be great.
Alex's signature quote: "Get open."
Put that on a T-shirt.
Just get open, Alex Rowe.
Every receiver in America and college football is like, huh, I didn't think of that one.
Didn't think of that one.
They're like, bro, we're
Oh
all
my
gonna
God.
win it. We're all gonna win it.
We're gonna win every game.
Let this guy cook.
Every receiver in college football had 1,200 receiving yards last year at least. How has this happened? We have Alex Rowe.
Yeah, that little podcast that You Don't Know podcast. He just said some inspirational and mind-blowing stuff on that episode 8.
We're gonna see that quote in every single college football locker room from now on. Just get open.
So
But
replace
now
like
that-
some of the traditions on like the banner touch is just gonna be just get open on Michigan's and on the no play like a champion, just get open. Oklahoma's like boomer sooner things, just get open.
Oh man. All right, let's move on to our next guy. We got Cam Ward, Washington State quarterback that transferred to Miami. The U. I'll start with this guy. This is going to be one of the most impactful transfers we saw off season. He just look at his highlights from Washington State. That guy single-handedly carried that team, and it was very competitive in almost every single game they played in, even with the runner-up, the national championship, Washington Huskies. They only lost by what 7 because just Cam Ward and Michael Penix were just battling it out, deep ball for deep ball, just touchdown for touchdown. These guys were Cam Ward was nuts towards that end of that last season, and I mean, I know Colorado wasn't that great. He absolutely just picked apart that team. He made Travis Hunter just look stupid. So for me, I'm putting Cam Ward as most impactful for that Miami team. Huge upgrade to the quarterback position.
Yeah, I really like that too. I think he's most impactful. But yeah, they only lost to Washington by 3.
Yeah.
So they
Oh,
did
yeah.
good. I mean, he had 317 yards that game. So if you can do that against that Washington team, I think he'll be really impactful.
Yep. Alex?
Yeah, I agree. Just by curiosity, did you guys see him and Shador Sanders? They were doing some workout in Florida, and he was just picking apart Shador and like just talking smack to him. Like, dang, dude, you don't need to tear him down that bad. Holy cow!
Cam Ward was doing that? I haven't seen that.
Yeah, it was like at some field they were like warming, like cooling off or something, and he's like, it was first it started off with, "You can't handle this Florida heat," and I was just like, "All right, bro." But
Well, he
back
only
on,
beat Shador 56-14.
yeah, I mean, but yeah, I think he's the most impactful. I think that Miami's better with him than without him.
Yeah.
Another inspirational quote from Alex Rowe.
Court.
Quote. Court. Oh, I like stopped because I thought you were gonna say something, so I was like,
That's
No,
funny.
sir.
All right. DJ Uyangalele.
Uyangalele.
Transferred from Oregon State to Florida State. It's his 3rd team during his college career. Started at Clemson, now he's at Florida State. I think he's a solid quarterback, but he's not the most impactful transfer we've seen this past season. Just because Florida State has a lot coming back, and I think he's a difference maker, but not the most impactful. He's a good quarterback, really solid. I think if he has a great season, I'm sure he might end up in Heisman talk. I guess maybe we'll see, but he's gonna have to have an unbelievable season. But for me, he's a difference maker.
Yeah, I like that. Going into it, I was gonna say most impactful, but I mean, looking at his stats, he's really not that as good as he should be. I mean, especially after I was crying when he replaced Real Mitchell at QB1.
Right, right. I mean, he's a former 5-star. You'd think he'd play a
Yeah.
little bit
This
better.
dude should have been the next Trevor Lawrence, is what we were all thinking.
that's what we were all hyping him up to be.
Yeah,
Indeed.
his first start against Notre Dame. I know they lost, but he still threw for 400 yards that game.
Yeah,
Like
he has a spurs of being really good. So I think he'll
That's
be a
all
difference.
receivers because they just got open.
all right.
Or is it all the quarterback because he just made a good throw?
Just make a good throw.
Yeah, you really can't tell, kid. You really can't tell.
Oh man, but yeah, I think that's a good take. Go ahead, Alex.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. I feel when he was on Clemson, I felt like we were all hyping him up, like, dude, this guy has a better arm than Trevor Lawrence, and he's gonna be the future of Clemson. This, and then as soon as Trevor Lawrence left, oh my
suck.
word, yeah, if you let a quarterback like Cade Klubnik come in and steal your job, what are you doing? What are you doing? But yeah, I'm excited to see what he does against Clemson, though. I want him to. I am praying that he beats Clemson because that would just be the final chapter of his book and just ride off to the sunset.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Except I don't want my man Dabo. I like Dabo Sweeney, man.
I like Dabo. I just don't like Kate Klumvik.
When
I don't know why.
when Dabo was talking about DJ, he said that he was a mixture between Deshaun Watson and Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting to see that mixture, kind of, because that would have been an insane quarterback.
Yeah.
Because both those dudes were dudes.
Yeah, they were.
But yeah,
how long,
so I
how
think
long would that quarterback have been suspended for, though?
36 games.
2 seasons.
We're not getting into that one. We might get
Look up Deshaun Watson,
canceled.
you'll find it.
All right, Riley Leonard. I'll start with this guy. He's a hometown guy. He's a home hero for me. But as much as I want to put him in that most impactful, I'm gonna put him at difference maker. Just because how good of the roster he's going into at Notre Dame. This is Marcus Freeman even told to many sports accounts and ESPN like this is the best Notre Dame roster that he's had in probably a long time for the school, and I can't wait to see what they could do with the team this season. But I'm gonna put Riley as a difference maker. He's not the most impactful since we have Steve Angeli, who very much he's pretty darn good as himself. So, but Riley is just a little bit better. So I'm gonna do that difference maker for Mr. Riley Leonard. Excited for him to carry us to the playoffs.
Carry all to that 12 seed.
All right.
This one's kind of tough for me because I feel like if we had a group between difference maker and add depth, I'd put him there because it's hard to say he's going to be making a difference because of Notre Dame had such a good quarterback last year. So are we saying he's going to make a difference from Sam Hartman? Because that's hard to do.
It's hard to do.
But I think he'll be a good quarterback, so I think we can put him in the difference maker.
Yeah.
Yep, I think he's going to be a difference maker. I'm excited to see what he can do different than Sam Hartman. I think he's a little bit more versatile as a quarterback.
But does he have a sick beard?
No, he does not. He does
we
not.
went from man-child to babyface Riley.
The first day of class.
I mean, I got Riley Leonard to sign my football when I was at that camp, but I feel like the difference between Sam and Riley is that Riley's more of an attack on the ground. So, and that's something Sam didn't have as good as. I mean, we all knew Sam could throw the ball deep downfield. Had the experience behind him, but when it comes to just being a dual threat, I think Riley kind of nudges him out there. So
yeah, and Riley Leonard also has his mom say that you suck every game.
As long as he actually doesn't and he plays great,
right?
Perfect.
Hey,
perfect.
Hey, as long as he's turning in his papers on time.
Yeah, oh my word.
Right.
Sorry, man, dude. Fire that professor.
They're like, Riley, you missed chapel all this week because of football practice. You're getting kicked out of Notre Dame.
Peanut butter and jelly time. Let's go. All right, moving on from Notre Dame talk. Guys, gotta keep my bias down. Dillon Gabriel.
Impactful,
we all know where he's going.
Impactful, sir.
Yeah, we don't.
Next one.
No, we gotta talk about him
one of the best quarterbacks in college football next year. I fully believe.
Yep.
As he was one of the better ones last year.
Yeah.
Last year there was pretty good quarterbacks.
Yeah, we had. I mean, Dillon Gabriel outdueled not Trevor Lawrence. Dang it. Quinn Ewers. He outdueled. I mean, he got beat by Kansas, but for that first 6 or 7 games, he was on fire.
Yeah, he was really
literally I think the best quarterback in the nation. for that first 6 or 7 weeks. If he can keep doing that with the roster that he has around him at Oregon, he's gonna be lights out.
Yeah,
So
because he's got better support at Oregon than he ever did at Oklahoma, dude. So.
right, and now that Oregon has unlimited NIL opportunities, it's only
Unlimited.
unlimited.
Gonna get that sketch NIL deal.
Oh, okay. Too soon.
National
But no,
Football
Dylan Gabriel's gonna be a nightmare for the Big
Everyone.
Ten.
It's kind of crazy
Everyone.
how like he started at UCF. Like he was the next guy up after Mackenzie Milton. Mackenzie Milton got hurt or whatever, and then
Destroyed his leg.
destroyed his leg. Then he transferred to Florida State. Then he shared time with Plumlee, who is still there, I think. He may have not shared
Graduated
time,
last
but-
year.
Huh?
Graduated last year.
Yeah. And then he transfers to Oklahoma, balls out, and now he's at Oregon. He's probably going to do even better what he did at Oklahoma. So it's so crazy how his story is just unveiled like how it was. So
Yeah. He's gonna be a great quarterback this upcoming season. All right, next guy, Josh Preeb, Wolverine
Preeb!
Conference
Joshua.
representative, Edwardsburg alumni, kicked my you know what and when
All
we played
ours.
him.
all of
Hunter
ours.
Cushman and I could not block this guy. Josh Preeb transferred from Northwestern to the University of Michigan O-line.
We need to find a clip of the Preeb playing against us.
If we could
He
do
didn't
that
play
next
against me.
episode.
Dude,
Yeah, okay.
you can look up his match.
No, I didn't play
You
against
can
him. I was
find it.
hurt.
Yeah, Jack was hurt that year. But
Not saying that was a bad thing.
not
Look up,
not
Isaac,
saying I wish I played, but I was hurt.
Isaac, look up. You can look up his max press. It has his like huddle highlight. I know it's not super important. We all
Let's see him. Isaac's like, I don't know if I want to do this. There might be a clip of him murdering me on here.
Yeah,
No,
dude, I don't
I
wanna-
think,
I don't
I
wanna-
think we're good. I think we're good.
Josh Preebs.
High school career.
That's his name right there. Senior
Yeah,
year.
you're gonna have to zoom in. Yeah,
Who's that? Is that
He's a
Sturgis?
year older than me, right? You were
yeah,
older
he was a
than
year
us.
older
Yeah.
than all of us.
See if
You're
it'll
gonna have to
load.
like fast forward.
Yeah, I know. He's player ranking 89.
No,
He's a
dude,
three-star.
he's 2 years older than us.
No, he's not.
No, because we played him our junior year.
We were juniors when
Oh.
we played him.
Well, that's wrong because it says his class years graduated 2019.
weird.
Huh.
Yeah, because we did play him junior year.
Yeah.
What the heck?
No,
This
that
is
would have made
whack.
sense because our senior year was 2020.
No.
We
Yes.
graduated
Yeah.
21 though. Either way.
Yeah, but our football season was in 2020.
But that wouldn't change our class year.
No,
Like his.
no.
All right, that's Otsego. That's not us.
That's Sturgis.
It's Otsego
That's
again.
Hugo.
That's Allegan. Oh God, that was probably a slugfest.
Massacre.
Here's
There's some bad
Pawpaw.
ones on there. I watched it fully. I'm like, jeez.
Who's that?
Trying not to skip over us because I don't want to miss us.
That was the year that they had to like move playoffs back a year, or back a few bit, or maybe it wasn't.
Just look how big these guys
Instant
are.
touchdown.
Yep, there's another touchdown.
Just look for the dude with the big old arm brace on.
Yeah,
Who is
two of
that
them.
against?
Oh, here it is.
There
one.
it is. Pause
There's
it.
me.
Is it? Does he do the
Did I
little
miss it?
circle
Oh,
or
no,
not?
what the heck?
Oh yeah. Hold on, it might be after this. Nope.
Dude, no, look at that. He's just a car could drive. Here we go.
Right
Oh,
here.
shoot.
Isaac.
All right. Here I am right here. Here's
There,
Alex.
yeah.
Where's
There,
Preeb?
we got a clear
Oh, right
view. He's
here?
right there.
Going up to, is that Keegan or
Keegan.
Aiden?
He's gonna murder Keegan.
Wham. Dude, if that was Aiden, dude, that
Oh,
was
that's
Aiden.
That's
AB.
Aiden Brown.
Dude,
I think there's another clip.
on.
Yeah, you can. There it is.
Is this
Oh,
this
God,
is
dude.
Plainwell High School.
Dude, I do not want to live these memories up again. This was terrible.
And
I love
remember,
watching them. I didn't even play in this game because I was hurt.
dude, I remember like after the game we were going like our handshake line. I'm like, I'm gonna say good luck, dude, because I probably won't ever play a D1 commit ever again. I'm like, good game or whatever. I'm like, good luck at Northwestern, and he's like, thanks, man. I'm like, dude, I'm so cool.
I
then-
know this guy.
Fast
There we
forward to
go.
playing Ezra McAllister.
Plainville Football High School. All right.
There you
That's
go.
probably
Someone
Isaac
just got
getting
pancakes.
murdered. Who did?
Someone. I don't know.
Go
Here we
back. I
again.
want to
He's
see
right
who
here.
it was.
There's Aiden Brown again. Pancake. Touchdown.
Oh my
Dude, who just
god.
got trucked?
Oh my god. Who
This
was
running
that?
back highlight too.
Oh, here's me missing a tackle. Oh,
Or was
cut
that
it
Dean
off.
that just got smoked?
Probably.
Probably.
There's
Who's
me
that?
getting my.
Oh my
There's me getting shot down.
god.
There's Alex.
Boom! Someone just got
Oh, look, there we
trapped.
go. I made a tackle.
Oh
Dead.
my word.
Dead.
I missed
AB
a
is
tackle.
dead.
Why
AB's
does that look
dead
so
again.
stupid?
Dude, we got just killed in this game. It was never even close.
Isaac, does he have you there?
Yeah, probably. Oh, here's me trying to block him. Not happening.
Oh, he
Oh
slipped
my
you.
god.
He was slippery.
Here's me again. Oh, nope. Oh, well, he still made the play. It wasn't even close.
Yeah, like 10 yards in the backfield.
Yeah, but all right, let's stop glazing on some Josh Preeb highlights.
All right,
What's-
we get it. Dude was crazy.
We're gonna put him at adds depth.
Yep, I agree.
Put him in trash.
Gotta
We hate that guy.
Gotta humble him a little bit. Sorry, Josh, if you ever listen to this.
Humble. We just watched 15 minutes of
Yeah.
him just putting up us
Just
on
a
our
clinic
butts.
against us.
Just
Yeah,
smacking anyone and everyone.
just putting a clinic against us was terrible. All right.
But yeah, he's add some depth to the offensive line for Michigan.
Yep. All right. Next guy, Jabbar Muhammad. He's a corner for Washington that transferred to Oregon. A lot of Washington players are not considering him a Washington dog anymore because he transferred to a rival school.
Not a good thing.
But can't blame him when Oregon put together the roster they have now, and they're probably one of the national championship contenders. So I'm gonna put him at. He's gonna be a difference maker for Oregon because I feel like their secondary was not the greatest last year. So he's gonna help out. He's gonna be a difference maker.
I like difference maker. Can never go wrong with a good corner.
Yep.
Difference
Alex?
maker.
All right,
Yep.
cool. Next guy, Will Howard, Kansas State quarterback, transferred to Ohio State. We just got past his teammate earlier in the round that we argued about 15 minutes. Julian
Can we put him
Sands,
in the
so
same spot?
Will Howard's got one more year left. He's not for the future. So,
Daniel Jones looking boy.
Kyle McCord, but a bigger personality looking boy.
yeah. So, for me, I think he's a difference maker. I mean, he might be. You know what? I'm gonna stretch on this one. I'm gonna say he's gonna add depth because Ohio State doesn't know who their starting quarterback is right now, and frankly, I don't think the coaches do either, just based on what they saw in the offseason and the spring game. So, I'm putting him at adds depth.
Yeah. I don't know, dude. This dude could be a difference maker. He did have 327 yards against Texas last year. That's pretty good.
that was one of his best games. Like then he didn't put anything together the rest of the season.
I know. He only had 2,600 yards, which is all right.
They almost beat Texas in that game.
Yeah, took him to OT, 33-30.
Yeah, he fumbled. He fumbled because he was falling backwards.
Yeah, I remember it.
But then again, they did lose to Iowa State.
Yeah, I just think he's a adds depth.
So I think add depth's good because we really don't know who Ohio State's quarterback is going to be.
Yeah, I think he's
They'll
gonna be a bad bet.
probably switch a lot throughout the year. I'd imagine, unless
I
Will
don't-
Howard comes out and puts up like 400 yards a game.
Yeah, if that happens, but I really think that Ohio State's going to rely on the run a lot, just because.
Here comes another mind blowing quote from Alex.
Let's hear it.
If Will Howard is any good or does any good this season, it's gonna be because
Then
the
he will be
receivers are
good.
getting open.
No, I don't think Ohio State's got to rely on Will Howard to be all that great. Because I mean, we saw Michigan with J.J. McCarthy. Like they really didn't.
Yeah, that bomb.
You
They
keep
really-
his name out of your mouth.
They. I mean,
Don't
let's all-
ever do not compare him to Will Howard.
I'm not, but I'm saying that
No, Will
Yeah,
Howard's better.
Michigan.
Jack, shut up.
Michigan did not need J.J. McCarthy to throw for over 200 yards a game to win games. I'm
Yes.
just saying, like
No, because that defense was fire and that running back were
the run
fire.
game was nuts. So
And look at Ohio State's running backs and their defense.
right, look what they're building. They saw that
Mhm.
Big Brother up north is doing the same thing, so now they want to do it.
And they said we're running wishbone.
Yeah.
JJ McCarthy's still better than that bum. Come on.
No, I mean obviously Alex, he's picked in the top 10 in the NFL draft. So
I just couldn't believe that you even did
okay,
that.
I'm sorry.
Just kidding.
All right, next guy, Trevor Etienne. What's the guy's?
He's from
Yeah.
Florida.
Travis,
Travis Etienne's younger
Brother. brother.
He was from Florida. He transferred to Georgia. He did have a DUI charge, but it was dropped. So what is up with these? What's up with these running backs with their DUIs? But they got
Dude,
dropped.
he's
Give
putting
them
up,
in
he's
the
putting up
beer.
a Heisman season. If you get a DUI before you're going, you're getting a Heisman.
It's literally
season.
gonna be Ollie Gordon and him in New York.
Right. But for me, I don't think he did too much at Florida. I think he's gonna add depth because of how good that Georgia roster is. So I'm putting him at adds depth.
Yeah, I mean, this is a tough one too because he's definitely got potential. Like he broke off an 85-yard run in 22 and 62 last year, so he can break off some long ones. And he's averaging a 6 per carry. Almost had 800 yards last year, and so I don't
Did
know.
he have any injury issues?
It doesn't. Hold on.
I just don't think Florida was good last year.
Yeah,
That's
Florida
his downfall.
Florida just been
Yeah.
sucking since
My
Kyle
God.
Pitts left.
Yeah.
And Kyle
Kyle-
Trask.
Kyle Pitts, Kyle Trask, Marco
Yeah.
Wilson threw the season away literally.
Literally.
But
Yeah, I'll throw him in adds depth because I mean, that Georgia team's probably got a crazy running back somewhere.
yeah.
That's not Trevor Etienne.
Yep,
Yep.
I agree. I don't really have much to say about him. I mean, I know there was somebody else on the list that transferred from a rival to another rival school, but that's just hard in first place. I mean, you're gonna have to go play him again, play your former team. So I'm just interested to see how that plays out because I bet there's not gonna be any good blood in that.
No, I agree. Next guy, Kyle McCord.
Why does Kyle McCord's photo look like a mugshot?
Yeah, that's what
Turns out
that's-
he also had a DUI.
But this guy got charged. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
This is his roster picture.
They locked him up. He wasn't playing around with that DUI.
He got
This was
the
Ohio State's roster picture for him.
Oh my word!
Terrible, but
He got to Syracuse and he looked around. He's like, "There ain't nothing to do right
Yeah,
now. Let's
he
get
just
drunk
pissed.
and drive." I'm just kidding.
no,
Go
we do
ahead.
not endorse drunk driving.
No,
It's just funny to see that
Unless
a
they
lot
get
of
you a Heisman.
it's just funny to see a lot of players in the college football world are starting to get DUIs. And then Mike Gundy openly said, "I've done that thousands of times."
Well, I mean, he is from Oklahoma.
Yeah, he's got a mullet, crazy
Yeah.
mullet. So
Yeah, that dude.
all right, back to Kyle McCord.
K. McCord. What we thinking?
I don't
This
know.
this is hard for me.
I think
I'll
he's going to
start
be
it
the
off.
starter.
I'll start it off. difference maker. That dude's coming from Ohio State to a bum ass school like Syracuse. He's gonna be playing bums every week. There might be like 2 weeks that he has a good team that they're playing. So I'm gonna say difference maker. He's
You
gonna
know
light
what,
it up.
Jack? You know what? I agree. We're putting him at difference maker.
He's gonna light it up at Syracuse.
Let's
dude.
go, Kyle McCord.
Who even is Syracuse? Their mascot's an orange, bro.
Kyle McCord's gonna tear it up for the Syracuse for Cuse this year.
Hey, Dan Villari's there. Michigan's old backup quarterback that's now plays tight end.
We don't care. We got Kyle
Dude.
McCord at Syracuse.
Michigan's had like one okay quarterback in the past 12 years,
Hey now.
and it's J.J. McCarthy.
Hey now. Hold on.
All right,
And
we're
they got a good one in the depth right now, though.
Yeah. Yep. I think Kyle McCord is perfectly ranked. I think that he's gonna be a difference maker for Syracuse in not big games.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's kind of what I had it. Like, he wouldn't be a difference maker at a big school, I don't think.
No.
He'd just be add depth.
Yeah.
All right. KJ Jefferson, Arkansas quarterback that transferred to UCF, taking over.
It's Plumlee,
Was
right?
it Plumlee? I
It's
don't know.
Plumlee.
But
Because
I think this guy is really good. Nick Saban was really high about him when they played Arkansas in Tuscaloosa, or was it at Arkansas? I can't remember. He had a play against Alabama where he got hit, spun out of the tackle, and threw a touchdown pass. And if that has Nick Saban impressed, means you're doing something right. But I'm gonna say he's a difference maker.
Where's he going? UCF?
UCF.
Yeah, another situation. Who does UCF even play, bro?
they're in the Big 12 now, so
Still, though, I mean, when they went undefeated,
they beat Auburn.
They have a national championship, Jack.
They beat
Talk about.
SEC. They beat an SEC team.
my bad. I forgot about their national championship they had. What was that? 2018, 2016?
Yeah, the Chick-fil-A Bowl against Auburn.
Auburn, when Mackenzie Milton absolutely dogged on Auburn.
I was
But-
so happy.
Hey,
for that
Mackenzie
game.
Milton was a pretty good
Unbelievable.
quarterback before he
Yeah, he
Joe
was.
Theismanned his leg and almost had to get that thing cut off.
Dude.
So
Mackenzie
disappointing.
Milton. That was a player that I would want to play. Not play, but like watch every game, every
That's
season.
a player.
every,
That's a player
every
I would
day.
have in EA College Football 25. That's the
Oh,
guy I would want to have.
Yes.
Him and Keem.
There. Yeah.
Shaquem
So,
Griffin.
Are we all agreeing on that he's a difference maker?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
At his respective school,
Yes.
which is kind of
I feel
what all
like
these guys are.
the next guy is also kind of in that same area. Tyler Van Dyke had a pretty disappointing couple seasons in Miami. I mean, he started off pretty well and then he just fell off. He had a turnover problem. But I feel like Matt Campbell, is that the guy's name that coaches at Wisconsin? Or is it a different guy? Can't remember. But I feel like, hold on, you know what? We're going to find out right now.
Wisconsin coach.
Paul, you mean Paul Crisp?
No, it's Luke Fickle. My bad. Luke
I was
Fickle.
just gonna say that too.
Luke Fickle is gonna, I think, turn this guy's career around. So I'm putting him at difference maker.
How many years does he have left? One.
1 or 2.
One. This will be his 5th year.
Okay, so 1.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jack.
Dude's like 28 and a half. What? Dude looks like an investment banker in his photo. I will say that.
Very
Better
much
than Monk
so.
Shot.
I think he'll be a difference maker at Wisconsin. Well, actually, I don't know, dude. Wisconsin plays some good teams,
Yeah, Alabama.
especially now. I mean, they're probably playing. They play USC, don't they?
Yeah, but USC's not anything.
They play
I think
Alabama.
I think USC is better than Wisconsin.
Well, I think he's a difference maker just because Wisconsin literally had no one in that
Right.
QB room.
Yeah,
So
yeah. That's a good way to look at it. You convinced me. Difference maker.
Alex.
Yep.
Malachi. Is it Malachi Moore? Next guy.
Malik
Malik Moore. Sorry, Malik. No, it's not Malik Moore. It's Malik Murphy.
Murphy. Yeah, Murphy.
Sorry, guys. Sorry, Malik Murphy. Kind of have a lot of players to remember here.
Sorry, Malik.
Yeah, this guy,
Bro.
he was a 5-star quarterback commit to Texas coming out of high school. Now transferred to Duke, taking over for Riley Leonard's, where he left vacant. So I think he's gonna be a difference maker. Duke needs a quarterback. They struggled without Riley Leonard when he got hurt. So, and we saw Malik Murphy tear it up when he was in games for Texas. So I think he's a difference maker.
Yeah, I mean, for he only threw 71 passes, but he had almost 500 yards. So I'd say he's gonna be pretty good. I'd say difference maker, especially at Duke.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited to see him play. I mean, we got to see him a little bit in the spring games. I don't know if he really played last season, beginning of September, but I think he's pretty good overall quarterback, and I think that he's gonna prove a lot of people that he could. I don't know if he's gonna be like a high NFL draft pick, but I bet he could be on an NFL roster someday. But
Yeah.
we'll see.
It's
He'll be
definitely
he'll be like Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
Big old disappointment.
Oh my
okay.
goodness.
Next guy, Keon Sab. Alex, what grade is he? Is he a sophomore?
He's gonna be a
He's
sophomore.
gonna be a sophomore, yeah.
So for me, I'm putting that for the future. I don't know too much about him, but
Keon Sabb is he was a high rated safety coming out of high school. He played a lot of games for Michigan last year, including he started some too, and he had a lot of meaningful play time. One of the highlights of his season last year is when he got that pick six against Minnesota. Yeah, I think he's going to be. Me personally, I think that he is going to be a difference maker on the back end because of losing Caleb Downs. But I could be happy with for the future because he is still young.
Yeah, I mean, if you're leaving Michigan, which he did, probably knew he couldn't handle the heat, you know.
he's going to Alabama.
I'm putting him in trash.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. Alex, you make a good point. He's gonna make up for Caleb Downs' absence out there, and he had a good amount of tackles last year. 28 for DB is pretty good.
Mhm.
So I'd say he adds depth in
adds depth. All right, adds depth. Next guy, Chris Mitchell, Notre Dame transfer receiver from FIU. For me, he adds depth. That wide receiver room desperately needed some more guys in that room. We lost Rico Flores, one of our best freshman receivers last year, and he was electric at FIU. I know he was all conference last year. I think he had 900 and something yards receiving. I mean, he was one of the best receivers in that, and he was the best receiver on that team. And I was at the spring game, and he caught a pretty long touchdown pass. I think it was like over 50 yards. So I think he's pretty electric. So I'm ready to see what he can do for Notre Dame. So I'm putting him as depth.
I like
Yeah,
his depth a lot.
yeah.
I think you explained it pretty well. At FIU, which I mean isn't the greatest school, but it's still D1 ball. He had 17.5 average and 1,000 and some change. So he'll be a great receiver and add depth there.
Yep, I'm good with that. That I see he's a great player, and I'm excited to see what he can do for a bigger school.
Yes,
Yep.
sir.
All right, next guy, Will Rogers, quarterback from. This guy's from Mississippi State, and he's transferring to
Washington.
Washington. What do you guys think? I think that open
Was
spot.
he their starter last year?
No,
No.
Michael. For
Penix
who?
was.
Mississippi State or?
Mississippi State, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
he was the starter there.
I know who Washington's starter was, bro.
He was
All
the
right,
starter at Mississippi State, and he was pretty good, honestly.
Did he get hurt?
He
He only-
he got hurt. He got
Okay,
hurt.
because he's only got 240 pass attempts.
Yeah, he got hurt. Then he transferred to Washington before the national championship game. He was on the sideline for it,
Okay.
and then I think he reported like entering back in the transfer portal, and then like didn't do
Never did.
anything. It's just stayed.
Yep, he didn't. He never did.
He never entered back in.
No.
Oh,
So I
it was
think-
it was just a report.
Yeah, but for me, that spot that left by Michael Penix, it's gonna be a tall task to fill in his shoes. So I'm putting him at adds depth.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, he's not going to compete with a Heisman contender like Penix.
Yep.
Some
Yep.
would say the should have been Heisman winner.
Yeah. Yeah. Jaden Daniels is pretty electric though. So
He was good,
I think that this
but a lot of
last,
people did argue Penix.
yeah.
this last year, I felt like for the Heisman, it was the most like you didn't know who was winning it when you got to like when you were watching it in the recent years. Like
Right.
we all knew knew who was gonna win it last year, which it was
Caleb Williams,
Caleb Williams, and
number one
then
overall pick.
yeah, sorry, sorry, so relevant, I guess.
Go Bears.
Yeah. But
We
yeah.
all knew Bo Nix wasn't winning it though.
No. But
Yeah.
anyways, Will Rogers, I think he has a tall task, especially losing half that Washington roster that was on the national championship team. And I don't know. I want to see what he'll do because I know he's probably gonna be the starter in the first place. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, next guy, Dante Moore, quarterback transfer
For the
from
future.
UCLA to Oregon.
Dog.
I think he's gonna be a dog. I think also he's gonna be for the future because Dylan Gabriel has 1 year left, and once he's gone, Dante Moore is gonna step right in and he's gonna fill in those shoes, and I think he's just gonna be electric. So for the future for me.
Yeah, I really hope. I was really wishing that he transferred to Michigan, but the Oregon's looking to have him for the future for sure. Especially already having some experience at UCLA.
Yep.
I mean, kid can play ball.
Yep.
Yeah, he's really good. I think Ed for futures a really good place to have him since he'll be behind Dylan Gabriel, and you ain't getting ahead of Dylan Gabriel.
Yep. All right. Last guy, Aiden Childs, Quinn Thomas. You better be listening because I put this one in for you. Aiden Childs, Michigan State quarterback transfer. He's from Oregon State. Alex, start him off.
No.
All right. Jack.
Alex, get it going, dude. Come on,
All right,
you love
okay.
this guy.
All
Most
right,
impactful.
Aiden Childs.
Most
He was a
impactful.
backup at Oregon State.
To
don't
Mr.
know.
U.
I don't know. I didn't watch his spring game. I'll put him at trash.
All right.
Next person.
I'll put him at D3 transfer. 'Cause that boy ain't playing D1 ball.
Well, I'm going to put him at adds depth because
yeah, no, I like
Michigan State literally has 0 quarterbacks that played not even close to remotely well last year. So,
I hope that continues. Please.
yeah. But Aiden Childs,
Alex, stop
We
it.
gotta
Kenneth
see what he
Walker
can
is
do.
gonna video you your nightmares tonight.
Oh, yeah. Well, that hasn't not been in my nightmares for the last 4 years. So.
well, that's our list. We have Caleb Downs, Quinshon Judkins, Isaiah Bond, Cam Ward, and Dylan Gabriel as our headliners for most impactful. We got, this is a pretty good list in my opinion.
You
I like it.
forgot the names.
I just didn't want to do the rest of the guys, honestly.
Yeah, fair.
That's our headliners.
Here we go. Here.
Proctor.
Pick your favorite.
Riley Leonard.
Your favorite pick out of this group that we've done.
Riley Leonard.
Okay, Jack.
Caleb Downs.
Yeah. Okay.
Alex.
I'm really good. I really like my Isaiah Bond pick. Actually, I really think that he's gonna do some great things for Texas.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like this is a pretty solid list. I don't think. Hopefully this list blows up like our team
Heisman.
list, like it did our Heisman one. Because there's
Wait,
some people
what
that
was
just
the big one? It was
That
a
was
team
the
list, wasn't it?
team
That was
list.
the team
Yeah.
one.
Okay.
I've been waiting for another one. I feel like this one has potential to do it. So we'll see. Instagram, rack them up. Rack them up.
And if you don't like our list, let us know.
Yes,
Really?
we would love to know.
I dare you. I dare you.
Well, I think that's about to do it for us today. I hope you enjoyed the episode. We had fun with it. Keep sending in some topics because we're open to suggestions. We got some suggestions today about doing some WNBA talk about Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. So we'll see what we do with that. Maybe. We'll see. But that's it for us today. Thanks for listening. And remember, we don't know ball and you don't know ball. We'll see you in the next one, guys.
Go WNBA.
Thanks, guys.
See ya.